mystery man, sir! His face can't be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question of a person's Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, even the locker is required Detective Goodman fingerprint to do so. His locker opened unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. Must be him, no one else could have unlocked it. What's this about fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker, equipped with fingerprint activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to be Detective Goodman. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where the cross-examination will lead. If everything will lead with contradictions, that's where I'll have to start. So let's ask for the mystery man. And let's just have one little look back at this videotape. Can we? Yeah, we can. Because there's only one thing I want to look at here. And my thing is, and I've just checked what I wanted to check. And it's all good. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of a man who attacked you with a knife? Sir, if you must label him seen or not seen him on his face, I believe it's classified as the latter. The latter. But you're standing right in front of him, were you not? Or the point, you're the person who fought him, aren't you? Oh yes, sir, but I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Still, I'm sure it's him. I bet my badge on it. Okay, so there's no question. Why is there no question? Didn't know, sir. Never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. But at least you must label people who've seen or not seen it. His face can't be identified in the video. Only you can verify it. Well, why is everyone looking at me? If I deliver your starts disturbing or Meekins. Having been shown a questionable video at best, we're not the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. Claimed the man who bandaged the knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you're positive it was him. I mean, even the locker required Detective Goodman's fingerprints to do so. About these lockers, is there any other way to open them? No, sir, I've tried all methods in the past. I respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he's tried. If a man not open the locker, the lock is only response to. Ugh, it must be a person the locker assigned to. Right, sort of service to. So. I've got one idea of how to do this, and there's only one bit of evidence to do so, but I'm going to see if anything happens if I testify more. So let's try to get the most information out of him, shall we? How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people you know. People in the know? Workers in the department in the cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. I was listening to my romantic troubles, sir. For the record, the open locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information from a more reliable source. So a victim opened the locker of his own fingerprint? It must have been him, no one else could have unlocked it. Oh, whoops, that was my fault there. So let's just do this and get this one bit. However, the most important detail is shown in the video of the man's face. So, sir, may I say something, sir? Please do. After all, you're the one being examined. I don't understand why man's face is so important in this case. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint locker. It was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. Man still state can testify enough to this, sir. Yes, you have a point. Footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. That's right, let's check the court record again. Promise, Sir, there is actually a problem I saw. According to the video contained in this tape, there is one thing in particular that seems rather strange. Strange? Strange? I don't know why I'm talking like that. This man may not be Bruce Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edward? I propose we have a defense. Point out its alleged contradiction in the video. You'd want me to point it out? Very well. Proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play a security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the tape. It's the first time I've ever had to do that. Yeah, you can do it, Mr. Wright. Just fast forward rewind, okay, blah blah blah, tutorials. And I know exactly what the contradiction is, and I actually already checked, if you remember. That's what I was doing. I'm really glad I didn't present it. There we go. The light's on here, so that means it's already unlocked, doesn't it? The thing that's strange about this video is gotta be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab a handle, the sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand, sir. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Because the light is already on, that means it's already unlocked. So let's see what happens. When the victim reaches for a handle to open the locker, let's rewind a little earlier. I just love why you saw the blue badger just kind of having a bit of a spasm before it happens. On Goodman's doing the moonwalk. Here, news light. What's this? It's already lit. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Ooh, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? Order, order. What's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker was unlocked on the day of a crime. But the locks are controlled by an electronic system. When the door is shut, a sensor is triggered. And the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know, it must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's unlikely, Your Honor. Sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouth shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes, why was the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Maybe something jammed the system sensor? Something jammed the sensor? Say, there's something else that seems out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. There's gotta be another clue somewhere in this footage. Very well. Let's investigate the video once more. The locker is unlocked, please. Okay, so I already kind of know what it is, so I'm going to fast forward to it. So it's this thing falling out, which is probably the glove, I guess. Please watch closely. The continuation of the part I showed you earlier. Well, we have to watch this entire thing. Okay, but a bit of commentary. The trailer and more footage for Color Splashes came out, and I'm the only person who's hyped for it. What's this? Something might fall out of the locker? But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out doors are open. I often fall out and roll a great distance out the door. Okay, yeah, but I'm pretty hyped, and let's get going. But I can't be sure this item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? Sensor triggers the locker when the door is shut. Well, something was inside, let's say, between the sensor and the door. And inserted? So yeah, and the thing is, for our Let's Play, which I'm planning to do, it will be, you know, let's say, it'll be a bit interesting. Because I don't have all the equipment to record it, because Color Splash relies mostly on the gamepad, which means I will need, you know, to be able to record my gamepad before I actually Let's Play it, so I'm going to make sure everything's perfect. Even if it isn't day one, I want that Let's Play to be perfect, because, you know, I strive in nothing less, says me doing this. This white thing was inside the locker. And that's my mini rant over. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. Oh, I'm just not stand, sir. Just like my tie. 2 or 3 times I get stuck in the door and I get out of my control vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But this object will have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. No way out. It would also have to be a block electric currents. It also need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator, but the crime scene. Bro, this might have been something that fits the description. But sir, by insulator you don't mean. I think I've finally got this figured out. Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What's this insulator that was stuck between the locker door? That thing would be the rubber glove. I find this near the locker, a thin rubber glove. But I can't be sure that was the victim's locker. There's a tag saying SL9 incident. The video seems to depict the victim opening the locker. But as in the case, the lit lamp attests to it. I can't say anything, sorry. The day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is this not so, Officer Meekins? Sir! It appears so, sir! Order. So I believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman? Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense is merely demonstrated by a possibility, nothing more. The victim in this video is indeed Bruce Goodman. Prosecution will offer more testimony to prove this. What? Officer Meekins, please testify about this. Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. So that's asked by Mystery Man 2.0. So you want fingerprints about Step Goodman, sir? Turn to the evidence room, but one must use her ID card. An ID card used with a record of it. Never contact to use this card. I have the ID code record here right now. I cannot say it. The ID used at 5:15 was that of the victim. Just before crime, yes, we have doubted this victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases have been due for transferal. However, only a few people using our room. This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extreme violent cases involving police staff. This thing makes my hair stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. There's only a few cases up for transferal there. Most are cleared up by noon. Right. I see. Now let's move on to a cross-examination. Okay, I've got one bit of evidence against it, so yeah. But wasn't it an all lost item report? Yep. So ID. Let's just say it was this. Yes, that worked. I wasn't sure. That's why I wasn't really tongue, because I wasn't sure, because it wasn't filled out. Wait one moment, Officer Meekins. I'm not good waiting, sir. I have a victim's ID card right here. Find at the crime scene. That makes sense. When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room of the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. Very important clue regarding the victim's ID number. A lost item report? It's only half completed. Shows Detective Goodman lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out the report. Let me guess, you believe it's this something. Is the ID card right? I can't say for sure. There's a high probability. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card. Order. So now, what does this all mean? I can only say one thing. It doesn't require much thought. Man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather a man who stole his ID card. Order. Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright. Bravo? Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. At 5:15 on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the lock in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright? Yes. What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. The victim in this video is a fake. Then the murder in his evidence room was also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instance of a murder. Well, that's right. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content pointing your finger around. This isn't going to end well. Well, it seems you've finally realized exactly what you've done to prove such lengths to prove. Please explain yourself, Mr. Edward. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means that murder did not take place at the police department in 5:15 the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place in one location, the underground parking lot. At the prosecutor's office, the murder being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. The trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning. The activity of the evidence room leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something or else Lana. What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess? Let's object. Objection! One moment, Your Honor. What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven. Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Ooh, spooky. And so quiet as well. So, however, it cannot be said it's unrelated to murder. Let me actually just check something here. I want to just check something here. Just to make sure, but because I've got a bit of suspicions about something. And I want to see if I just got. Because I think I just saw something. Yes, I did. Wow. Okay, so cannot be said unrelated. Or trump card. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. Defense demands further examination to the truth of the matter. Mr. Edward? Yes, Your Honor. This court were to examine this further. Other witnesses may be necessary. Will prosecutor prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. Prosecutors have considered the incident that the police found to be unrelated. They have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident. This just be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to a stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, defense would like to request a specific witness. Oh, who do you have in your mind? Someone who may have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities took place in the evidence room. The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person who I testify, what's his or her name? It is a certain Jake Marshall. Officer Jake Marshall. Why him? Can't let Edward know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel like we should hear what he has to say. Prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he is responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will now take a 30-minute recess while witnesses prepare. Will prosecution please take a witness during a period? Court now is recess. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called Jake Marshall. It seems like you just figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out. Lana, you're the one who knows everything. Emma, you always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you. I don't recall ever asking for his protection. How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? But with that, thank you guys all for watching. Please rate, comment. Well, I'm not sure I'm going to end up, but there's going to be a cut, so I'll hopefully see you guys all in a while. If it's not a cut or if it is a cut, if it is the end of the episode or if it isn't, thanks guys all for watching, and hopefully see you either after a cut or next episode. Bye.